Welcome to my Asshole Podcast. Let's get into it. Welcome to my Asshole Podcast. It is Tuesday, and hopefully you guys are having a good start to your week. I know that the weekend has been long. Hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. I know it was Mother's Day over the weekend, so if you guys had a good Mother's Day over the weekend, you know what I mean? Hope you guys enjoyed all the streams as well as all the content we released out on the weekend as well. Yeah, man. And then we got a juicy episode for today, Thursday. We're going to be continuing Haunting the Hunter, so that's super exciting. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. I know I will. I've been really excited to actually get back into that book. I was glad that I was able to kind of like work things out, with the author and all that to be able to, post the fucking book. So we got all that cleared out. Everything is all good. And so, yeah, man, we are on our way to finishing that book. So I'm excited for that. I know you guys are going to be looking forward to that. But we have a good episode lined up for you guys today. Today's thread is, what is the craziest or most unexpected way that you found your ex cheating on you? All right, so let's get on into it. So our first one, came home and our big wedding picture in a glass frame was just sitting on the mantle instead of hanging. He said it fell, yet nothing was broken from a 7-foot fall. All the framed pictures of us were at odd angles, and he left one facing the wall. He said he dusted, which he never done in our entire relationship.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god, stop fucking lying.
Come on, bruh. Come on, man. What, you think she believes that? You think she believes that, bro? You think she really believes that? I don't think she believes that. You know what I mean? Nigga talking about, oh, yeah, I was just dusting. Yeah, no, I was just. I guarantee it was a thing where he brought over whatever hoochie he had over, and he was just like, up. You know what I mean? he was moving that shit. He was just like, yeah, let me just, turn all these real quick. Like, bruh. And then you thought that was a good excuse. Yeah, it fell. It fell, you know what I mean? It fell and nothing happened to it. Like, bruh, come on, man. That lie was as bad as it gets, bro. It's as bad as it gets. Like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing, bro? She probably looked at him just like, really, dude? Really? Like she was just like, come on, man. Like,
really, nigga?
Why you think that I would believe that? You think I'd come home and I knew why our pictures were like that? Come on, man. That's crazy, bro. Absolutely crazy. Damn. All right. What's the craziest or most unexpected way that you have found your ex cheating? She went on a girls only trip to Bermuda. Oh, baby. Oh, God. You're already cooked, man. Damn. Then on her next to last day there, I came home and decided to check out the hotel where she was staying just for the heck of it and found out it had live webcams. No. Oh, no. I click on the webcam pointing to the beach and then the one pointing to the entrance. And who do I see walking in through the front door hand in hand with her boss? Oh, shit. Yep, the girl I was 2 days away from putting a ring on. Ooh. And yes, I heard all the excuses. It didn't mean anything. Bob wants you to know he's really sorry. We didn't have sex.
Why the fuck you lying?
You know they had sex. Get the fuck up out of here. Saddest part was that one of her female friends is actually related to me. My dad almost beat the living shit out of her dad for it. In the end, I actually had to get a restraining order on her to stop contacting me. Cheaters are possessive, I'll tell you that, bruh. Because you knew you were in the wrong. You knew you were in the wrong. You knew everything that you were doing was 100% certified wrong, and you tried to sit there and manipulate the situation into something else when you knew he knew the truth. Like, bruh. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, motherfuckers, bro, they will sit there and they will justify the fuck out of cheating. It's insanity to me, man. It's insanity to me how they would sit there and try. Like, you're already caught. You might as well just tell the truth, bro. You're already caught. What's the point? What is the point? Well, you're not saving face. You're not looking any better, because I guess, do they go through their mind and they think like, oh my God, no. We were just friends. We were friendly holding hands. It didn't really mean anything. Like, everything's fine. And they're just going to be like, oh, okay. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. You guys were just holding hands. You guys were just kissing. He was touching your butt because you're friends. Yes, okay. That makes so much sense. Oh my God, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I did not know that. You really think I'm Boo Boo the Fool, don't you? Like, come on, man. Like, that's literally what they think in their head when they're justifying it. Like, bro, you're already caught. Like, if you're in a situation where your partner is just like, all right, go ahead and tell me the truth, because I already know what's going on. Like, at that point, it's like, all right, bro, you might as well just be like, okay, yeah, I did it. You know what I mean? I did X, Y, and Z. You know, like, you might as well just come clean with it, because the relationship ain't gonna change either way. You're gonna get broken up with regardless. You know what I mean? Now, unless it's a thing where it's completely misconstrued and you have proof that it's misconstrued and you're able to kind of like do that, then okay, cool. But let's be honest, man. Let's be honest. 9 times out of 10 is never misconstrued, and it is exactly what it looks like. You know what I mean? Like, bro, that's crazy. All right. What's the craziest or most unexpected way that you found out your ex was cheating? Saw a notification flash up on his iPad home screen whilst he had left in the kitchen to charge when he was at work from a hotel booking app, asking how he enjoyed his stay at the hotel. Damn. I mean, for his sake, I would hope that he was just like, oh, no, it's cool. Like, it was just a, I don't know, retreat or something. I don't have no idea. For his sake, I hope, but I don't think so. I don't think it was that. I think she kind of broke him down a little more and found out that, yeah, it was probably him. He was like, oh, yeah, see, look. I got off work, I bought me some coochie. Yeah, she was on the side of the road. She said $50. So I was just like, I got $50. You know what I mean? Like, bruh, that's crazy. That is crazy, man. Damn. All right, what is the craziest or most unexpected way that you have found your partner cheating? I discovered he had lied about something else, and he did some Googling and found a girl that used him as a reference for her LinkedIn. I then checked his Instagram followers and discovered through her profile photo that he married her 3 months earlier? Huh? What? We spoke on the phone every day, and he had asked me for money about 2 weeks before I found out. We dated for 6 years. He cheated on me for 3 of them, and somehow he turned into the other woman. I think she means she turned into the other woman. What the... Bro... This man must have had an iron-clad fucking, like, alibi in life. Because, dude, how do you get away when having a side bitch for that long? That's a long time. That's a long time to be lying and snaking and moving the way you moving. This dude has perfected the having 2 families. This man perfected. You know, like, what the hell is going on here, bruh? Whoa. And she's thinking like, oh man, I've been together with this guy for 6 years. It's so fantastic, right? 6 years. Like, bruh. Yeah, we dated for 6 years. Yeah. Yeah, like she was like, I'm in a 6-year relationship, everything is chilling, good. Finds this other girl, and she's like, did he just meet this girl? You know, did they just start talking? And then she went back in the timeline and was like, wait a minute. They got married 3 months ago. They got married. They weren't just shagging up. They weren't just doing the shebang-a-bang in the bathroom every once in a while. They weren't just meeting up at a hotel room here and there. They weren't just doing the whole work trip thing. No. No. This nigga married her. Probably got her pregnant. And that's probably why he married her. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's probably why he married her. It's because he got her pregnant and was just like, fuck. All right, I guess I'm gonna have to commit to this one. You know what I mean? Like, bro. Damn, bro. Damn. That's a way to find out you got cheated on. Oh, my Lord. And you just absolutely destroyed that girl. Oh, my God, you destroyed that girl. Because I ain't gonna lie to you. I could see why she'd probably be like, yeah, I ain't ever getting in a relationship ever again, bro. 6 years. And then not only that, 3 years of it you've been cheated on. And then he marries the girl that... Oh, bruh. That's crazy. All right. On to our next one. What's the craziest or most unexpected way that you have found your ex cheating? He showed me his new Who Is Who picture on the company's website. He was not wearing his wedding ring in the picture. Oh. I mean, maybe. I think there needed to be more context to that one. I won't lie to you. I do. I think there need to be more context to that one because it's like, I get it. Maybe why he wasn't, depending on his job. You know what I mean? Depending on his job. Like, I know there's a lot of guys that at my job, you know, since, you know, we train guys on a lot of, a lot of heavy equipment and stuff like that. A lot of times, a lot of married dudes won't wear their ring because it either gets caught on their glove or sometimes it can get caught on the machine and stuff. And they just don't want to deal with that. And so I get it. But if he doesn't have a job that, you know, is like that, I wonder what he was doing. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think she kind of jumped the gun on that one. I kind of feel like she saw that picture and was just like, oh, yep, he's cheating. Yep. He's motherfucking cheating. Yep. No thanks. You know what I mean? Because I know some women that do the same thing. All right. Some women do the same thing. They're like, oh yeah, no, you know, I don't wear my wedding ring at work because it can get like caught on my glove or it can get caught on the machine or something like that. You know what I mean? Because the craziest thing is you wouldn't even think that like on a pallet jack or on a forklift or something like that a ring could get caught on there. There's been far too many times where it's actually happened and it's taken a person's finger. You know what I mean? Like that type of shit does happen. So I'm kind of giving him grace. Just because maybe that's the type of job he's in, but I don't know. There had to be more context in that one. I don't know. Okay. What's the craziest, most unexpected way that you found out that your ex was cheating on you? I was actually dreaming about it. Woke up in the middle of the night, checked his phone. It was all right there. Oh, damn. Most of the time, all right, ladies, the dreams aren't real. Okay? She got lucky, okay? she was the one time out of 10 where the dreams worked. Okay? She was the one time out of 10 where the dream actually was real. Okay? Most of the time this ain't real. I promise you. Because I guarantee you women right now are like, oh, yep, I knew it. I had a dream yesterday that my husband fucking had a whole dog and a family with another girl. And then I woke up. I didn't check his phone. I should have. I fucking should have. This is my sign. This is my sign right here. Oh, my God, bro. Yeah, hey. Do what you're gonna do. Do what you will. But like I said, I think she was an anomaly. Okay, I think she was an anomaly. She was, one out of 100. I ain't gonna lie to you, because there's been times where I've been in relationships too, where the girl is like, "Oh, I had a dream. You cheated on me and this and that, and da 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 da," and I'm just like, "All right, well, I mean, to let you know, I was at home doing nothing, or I was texting you and this and that." I'm just like, "Oh, I know, but I just had a dream and it felt so real and blah blah blah." You know what I mean? I get it. I get it. Those dreams happen. I get it. Sometimes, the stars align and the Mercury's in retrograde and you're just like, ooga booga, ooga chaga. And you know what I mean? You do the magic spell and it comes true. But I think that's very rare. All right. I think it's very rare. Yeah. Okay. On to our next one. What's the craziest or most unexpected way you found your ex cheating? A coworker said she saw someone who looked like my wife kissing a guy in the parking lot of the school that she worked at. Oh, and I guarantee he said it that way to kind of just like ease it into you a little bit. She confessed a week later and I filed for divorce. Of course, the guy vanished. Damn. Because I guarantee what she was doing is she was playing the single girl act. She looked at it like, all right, once things are solidified with me and this dude, then I'll be able to kind of break up with my husband, get a divorce with him, and then I can just move with this guy. But that didn't happen. Yeah, I guarantee you after the husband found out, I guarantee the husband blew up the spot and was just like, "Hey, bro, you out here fucking and kissing on my wife, bro. Like, that's not cool. I don't like that shit. I'm going to break up with her. We gonna file divorce and all that. So, if you want to keep dating her, you can, but I don't think it'd be a good idea." And I guarantee you he vanished because he was just like, ooh, yeah, nah, I'm good on that. If she willing to cheat on you, my guy, there's no way she's not going to cheat on me. There's no way. You know what I mean? I'm going to be you if I decide to date this girl. So, nah, I'm good. I'm good, man. No thanks. You know what I mean? No thanks. I'm out this bitch too. And now I left her alone looking stupid. All right, what is the craziest or most unexpected way that you found your ex cheating? Had to use my girlfriend's laptop early in the morning to print something. Her Gmail was open and HR replied to her saying they needed evidence to substantiate her claims, apparently. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
And read the thread. Turns out she sucked her boss's dick and wanted to sue for sexual abuse. Oh, come on, man.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Come on, man. Oh my God. Fast forward after the breakup, she admitted she did it because she said all the other customer service girls were getting diamond necklaces when they spent alone time with the boss. She never got a diamond necklace, and the boss was the company's vice president who was married with children. Bruh, you sucked some dick just to get a diamond bracelet or necklace. Come on, man. That's insanity, bro. Like, you're just willing to throw away not only your relationship, but your dignity. You know what I mean? You just were like, yeah, I'm gonna throw my reputation and my dignity right out the window for a diamond brace or a diamond necklace. You are so dumb, dude. You are so dumb. And then you want to sit there talking about, oh, he sexually harassed me. No, bitch. Because the thing is a guy who is going to, like, essay you, he's not going to put his thing in your mouth because you can bite him. You know what I mean? Like, that's the dumbest shit ever. Like, why would you do that? If you're essaying a girl, why would you put it in her mouth? She's going to bite on you, bro. And then then your Johnson's gonna be bit off and you're gonna bleed to death. You know what I mean? And then you get up to heaven and they're just like, oh, Anthony, hey yo, this the dude that got his dick bit off, bro. god. They gonna be like, hey, yo, this is the dude that got his dick bit off and bleed to death, bro. Oh, man, hey, dog, you know you had a wife and children, right? Man, you fucking idiot. Go to hell, nigga. Like, get up out of here. You ain't getting into heaven, man. You know, Michael gonna be laughing at you at the pearly gates, my dude. Like, bro, he ain't gonna care about you. He like, get your dickless ass over to fucking hell, man. Oh, my God. Oh, shit. I'm just saying, it's like, bro, come on, man. It just don't make sense. And and I make that point to the fact that it's like, I hate when girls do stuff like this where they will do shit to try to get something out of it, and just because it didn't go their way, they want to claim SA. And it's annoying to me that they do that, because it takes away from like the real victims. You know what I mean? The real victims of like SA, and the real victim women that actually go through that actually deal with that men are actually forcing themselves on you. Because the thing is like they hear this girl's story, right? And they're just like, oh my God, oh, she got SA'd by the boss or whatever. And then they hear, you know, oh nah, she didn't get SA'd, bro. Like, her boyfriend literally broke up with her because she said she sucked the boss dick for a diamond necklace. And then they're just like, oh, what the fuck? Wow. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of crazy. And so then say the next girl, she actually does get sexually assaulted by the boss, and she's over there just like, oh my God, like, he forced me in this and that and da-da-da-da. And they're like, nah, man, you just wanted that. You just wanted a diamond necklace like the other girl. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. And now nobody believes her. Now nobody believes her, and this dude just literally got away with SAing a girl. You see what I mean? You see how like harmful those false allegations can be, like how harmful that is to the women around you. Mind you, that she wasn't the only girl that he did, because she said, oh, all the girls that spent alone time with him were getting diamond necklaces. You know what I mean? And so it's like, she's not the only one that he was doing this with. And so the fact that this wasn't, say there's a new girl, and he's just like, damn, the new girl, you know, she kind of fine. And so then he decides to be like, hey, you know, come to my office, you know, Caroline or whatever. And, you know, he's just like, oh, you're really pretty. And, you know, if you want to move up in this company, you know what I mean, you do a little something for me and I do a little something for you. And she's just like, oh, no, I'm okay. Like, I believe in hard work, and I just, you know, I want to put my head down and, you know, climb the corporate ladder the way I'm going to do it. And he's just like, I mean, I think you should take my offer, you know, and he's touching her and being weird and doing all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And then he forces himself on her. But because this girl had this fake allegation and everybody knows it, they look at it like, oh, no, bro, like, she probably wanted it. You know what I mean? Like all the other girls did. All the other girls, they willingly did it. And she willingly did it too. She was just mad she didn't get a diamond necklace out of it. And so that's why she said he was an SA. I guarantee you Caroline did the same exact thing, because she's new. And I guarantee you, since she's new, she's trying to get a leg up on everybody else. So they don't believe her. And then she's over there sitting like, wow, I actually got SA'd and nobody believes me. Nobody cares to hear my story. And it's all because of her. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, that type of stuff really pisses me off, and it really upsets me, because it's like, women who do that, you are taking away from the real victims. You're making the real victims like less able to come out, or they're less able to be like believed when that, because they're just gonna sit there, oh no, we went through this before. And so it pisses me off, man. Like, that's so fucked up that she would even think to do something like that, because this goes far beyond her just cheating on her boyfriend. You know what I mean? It goes far beyond the cheating boyfriend, you know. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, that dude deserves to get his dick bit off. And then, you know, when he goes up to the pearly gates, they're like, hey, yo, hey, this the dude that got his dick bit off, bro. Like, get your ass to hell. Like, bro, he deserves that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, dude. All right, on to our next one. What's the craziest or most unexpected way you found your ex cheating? And admit it 3 times, all 3 occasions. The first time she told me, bro, okay, hold up. the fact that you let it get to 3 times is insanity to me. Okay? My thing is first time is what is it? First time can be a mistake. Sure. All right, fine. Everybody makes mistakes is what it is. Okay? A second time, though, that's a pattern. All right? A second time is a pattern, and that's when it's time to be like, all right, bitch, you're gone. You know what I mean? Like, there is no need for it to get to 3 times. That's crazy. Nigga out here playing baseball. Like, no, bruh. No, it is no 3 strikes, you're out. It is once is a possible mistake. A second time is a pattern. And you're out of here. But let's read it. The first time she told me about a guy she was entertaining for eventually seeing him, this was the night of her leaving to visit friends. Her words verbatim, I told him that I made it to the Airbnb and he just came right over. I didn't expect anything to happen that night as she told me crying on the way back to the city. I was already distraught and it broke me down so badly. Unfortunately, I took her back after. Oh, man.
Really, nigga?
Bro, you want to know why she put on the waterworks and all that? Because she got her cheeks clapped. Homeboy was just like, oh yeah, I'm not really looking for like something serious with you. So then she felt like a whore. She felt used. She felt like, oh man, what am I doing with my life? And so then she had to call you and be like, oh my God, I fucked up. Oh my God, I'm so terrible. I can't believe I did this to you. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like,
why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God, stop fucking lying.
Cause you know you lying. Cause you know that's not the way you felt about it. That's not the way you felt when you left the house. That's not how you felt when you got to the Airbnb. That's not how you felt when he got to the Airbnb. That's not how you felt when you were under him with your legs spread. Alright? So it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. The only time you felt bad and you felt remorse is when you knew that homeboy wasn't gonna take you serious. And then you felt like a used up dish rag. Like, bruh. And then this dumbass nigga took you back. I cannot believe that. Second and third time happened around the same time. She had moved away because of a job and she started going to bars magically and having fun with other people. The second time she told me she kissed some guy and she thought nothing about it and I shouldn't take it seriously. God, man, you're crazy, bro. You're insane. All right. And laughs. Damn, and she laughed at you? Damn. You deserve to be laughed at. I ain't gonna lie to you. The third time, it was when she met this guy who was the only person name I ever learned while she was gone. To cut it short, she was always with him, and the only way I found out was going on Facebook and seeing comments on their relationship status. One friend thought they were dating since she met her. She clarified that they started dating after she broke up with me at the end of July and they got together in August. She was staying over at his house and taking random breaks from me to top it all off. She sent me a picture of them having dinner at a restaurant. She admitted everything. Yo. And this goes to show, man, this right here perfectly proves exactly what I've always been saying on the show, is that if you decide, if your partner cheats on you, right, and they're not like sincerely remorseful about it, okay, they're not sincerely remorseful about it, that, you know, they just take responsibility, they immediately are just like, you know what, I did that, I fucked up, it is what it is, like, I'm so sorry, I'm gonna make it better and do what I gotta do to like get us back on track. You know, if they're not so sincere about like really getting it on track, and you set boundaries for them to follow, whether it's checking the phone, whether it's, hey, I need to know your location, whatever boundary you gotta put up to feel like the relationship is getting back on track, that's up to you. But if you take somebody back And they are coming up with excuses, and they're coming up with justifications, and they're coming up with ways to like lighten the situation. Like, oh, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't this. It wasn't that. Well, guess what, bro? All you're doing is fucking yourself, because this is how they see you. You get back together with them and they're like, sweet, dude. Sweet. I don't have to, I can just do whatever I want, and they're just going to keep taking me back. It doesn't matter what I do. And that's exactly why on the second time she kissed that guy, had no remorse and laughed in your face. Because you took her back over some bullshit. Like we said, she didn't feel bad when she left the house. She didn't feel bad when she got to the Airbnb. She didn't feel bad when homeboy got there. She didn't feel bad when she was under homeboy with her legs spread. The only time she felt bad was after, when homeboy was like, I don't want a relationship with you. And she felt like a used dish rag. That was the only time she felt bad. And then she gave you some sob story and you fucking took it like a loser. And then now that you took her back from something that crazy, she looked at it like, oh, I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. Oh man, it don't matter. He'll take me back. He'll take me back for whatever. So then she went to the bar, kissed that dude, laughed in your face, and was just like, he took me back again. Yep. This further confirms that he'll take me back for whatever. And so then she got a whole ass boyfriend. And I guarantee you, it was in the same vein as the Airbnb guy. I guarantee you she started seeing this dude, talking to him, all this kind of stuff. They probably met up. They had sex. And instead of him making her feel like a used dish rag, he was actually like, yeah, no, I can see us being in a relationship. And she's like, sweet, dude. And so then at that point, she's just like, cool, I got what I wanted. Now I just got to get rid of old, deadweight over here. And then we're chilling. And that's exactly what she did. That's why she was so honest with you. You're over here thinking like, oh yeah, she was honest with me because like, I made her honest, or I made her feel bad. No, nigga, she was honest with you because you were never really that guy anyway. Like, did you ever think about that? You were never really that guy anyway. You were never that guy to her. She always looked at you as just like, he's just some stepping stone guy. He's just my boyfriend for right now. He's just kind of a placeholder dude. He's just there so I'm not lonely. You know what I mean? Like, bruh, that's how she saw you. That's how, like, disrespectful she was to you. I guarantee you, she was just like, oh yeah, this is some dude I used to know. Like, he's so annoying, always texting me and this and that, blah, blah, blah. Like, I guarantee you, when she left for that job, that's exactly how she was treating you. That's exactly what she was saying about you. And yeah, man, that's tough, bro. That's tough. You know what I mean? Hey, my thing is you learn from next time. You know what I mean? You learn from next time that it's like when a bitch is sitting there lying to you and giving you a fucking sob story, you say, oh, damn, sucks for you, bro. Sucks for you. You shouldn't have went to the Airbnb. You shouldn't have did that. You shouldn't have been a whore. Goodbye. I get it. I get having a big heart, but sometimes when motherfuckers are clearly lying to your face and you know it, go with your gut instinct and leave. All right, on to our next one. What is the craziest or most unexpected way that you have found your ex cheating? She took my car to his house for the weekend. Told me she was helping her friend move and set up her new place.
Stop the cap.
She got a parking ticket for parking on the street of his neighborhood overnight. Just tossed it on the dash and must have forgot about it. Problem was, her friend was moving to a city about 40 minutes away. Parking ticket was from a neighborhood 5 minutes down the road. Oh, shit. Parking ticket, was from 5 minutes down the road. Really? Make sure you know the people you marry. Bro. The logistics wasn't adding up. She was fucking a dude that was 5 minutes away. 5 minutes away. She was banging on a dude 5 minutes. Damn. The audacity, though. The audacity is crazy. Like she's got big balls, bruh. Big balls. Because it's like, people know you guys in that neighborhood. You know what I mean? It's not like they don't. You know what I mean? It's not like they don't know you in the neighborhood, because you guys got to remember, like, the reason he found out is because the parking ticket came from their neighborhood. Where her supposed friend lives is in a neighborhood that's way out there. And so if the parking ticket is for out here, how the fuck were you out there when you got a parking ticket out here? Like, what are you talking about? Like, bruh, damn, man. That's insanity. That's insanity to me. Like, why in the hell did you think that was going to be a good idea? You know what I mean? Like, bruh. Like, I get going to his house and stuff like that, but I mean, shit, I would have got an Uber at least. You know what I mean? Think about it. If she would have got an Uber, she'd have never got caught. That's crazy to think about. Think about that. If she would have got an Uber, bro, she would have never gotten caught. You know what I mean? Maybe she would have gotten caught eventually, but she wouldn't have got caught in the way that she did. You know what I mean? Like, bro, that's... Oh, man, dude. Oh, man. All right. What's the craziest or most unexpected way that you caught your ex cheating? Logged into Facebook one day and he had unfriended me and posted a bunch of pics of him and another girl he met at a bar the first day of his work trip he was on. Mind you, he never posted pics of us in the 10 months we dated because he was private. Damn, bruh. Nah, what it really was is, and I hate to say this, and I'm sorry for how harsh it's going to sound, but I keep it hundo P up in this bitch. You were the girl that he was fucking on, that he didn't want anybody to know that he was fucking on. That's exactly who you were. You know what I mean? So, like, with you, I guarantee you never met his friends. I guarantee you never met his friends. I guarantee you never met his family. I guarantee you never met people that he worked close with. I guarantee it. You've never, and I mean ever, spent time with those people. In the 10 months you guys were dating, he probably never introduced you to any of them. Because if he would have introduced you to them, they would have seen who he's messing with. And he didn't want people to know who he was messing with. Yeah, bro. Oh, that's fucked. That's real fucked up. Yeah, you were kind of the fugly girl. You know what I mean? You were the the in between, the slow Tuesday. You know what I mean? Like, bruh, that's gotta suck. All right, what is the craziest or most unexpected way you found your ex cheating? My ex decided he needed a trip to decompress. He removed me from the family Google account. He forgot to log himself out of one of the smart TV accounts. Cue up the screensaver slideshow of him kissing another woman all over the Outback. To be fair, our marriage was not in a good place. Seriously, though, just have a decency to say it's over. Yeah, facts. I really don't get why people are afraid to just end relationships and be single. You know what I mean? I really don't understand why that is a thing. Like, people are very afraid to just look at it like, all right, you know what? I'm not feeling fulfilled in this relationship. I'm not happy, or I'm not getting what I need out of it, or, there's just something going on with me, or there's just something I'm dealing with, whatever it may be. It doesn't matter. But they want to break up. Why is it that they can't just say to themselves, you know what? I'm just going to end it. I'll be single and I'll go from there. They feel like they have to stay in the confines of the relationship until they find somebody else. Then once they find said somebody else, not only did they find somebody else, but they look at it like, okay, I need to make sure that this somebody else is locked in. And then once this somebody else is locked in, then and only then I can finally be honest with you and tell you that I don't want to be in a relationship with you. Like, bruh, like, just dump me. I've seen this almost in every relationship. No matter if it's guy or girl, it seems like everybody is in this kind of mindset of that's how you break up with somebody. You're unhappy. You're the person that's unhappy. They're the person that's, they're semi-happy in the relationship, but they're willing to make it work. And you're like, okay, once I find somebody new, then once I'm locked in with that new somebody, then I'll tell them that I don't want to be with them. But in the meantime, I'm still going to have sex with this person. I'm still going to pretend like I like them. I'm still going to give them, the idea that I'm working on things with them, that I'm working things out and figuring it out. While in the reality, all you're doing is like further hurting somebody who could be using this time to heal. Using this time to get past the breakup, get past the situation. Like, you're just prolonging their depression. If I'm being real with you. Like, bro, because they think about it like, damn, I was in a relationship with somebody who didn't even love me ever. You know what I mean? Like, how long did you not love me? How long did you not want to be with me? How long were you planning on not being with me anymore? You know what I mean? Like, think about that. That puts you in a position where you feel like everything they said, everything they did, everything we did, everything we said, everything we planned, everything we did, it was all fake. It was all fake. It meant nothing. So, I mean, my thing is just like, dude, I just don't know why people can't sit there and be like, let's just break up. It is what it is. I'm going to be single and then find that person. Now, I don't know why that's so hard. I really don't, man. I really, really don't. That's insanity to me. But that's going to go ahead and be the thread, man. Hope you guys enjoyed that thread. Boy, was that a crazy thread. We actually went a lot longer in that thread than I was supposed to. So I'm going to jam right on through freaking announcements so we can get into you guys' scenarios. So patreon.com/MileyAssholePodcast. Get an exclusive episode every single Friday, as well as being able to send in your scenario to be featured on the Tuesday and Sunday show. Audio listeners, thank you guys so much for all the support. I do really, 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 really appreciate you. And I love you guys so much. Rate us 5 stars on your preferred platform, as well as rating us 5 stars on, rate us 5 stars on your preferred platform. Download the episodes. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, as well as subscribing on YouTube. All of that helps out a lot, and I really, really, really appreciate it and love you guys so very, very much. I'm so sorry that we have to make this like super duper 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 fast, but let's get into the scenarios. Woo! Okay. I looked over at the timer and I'm like, oh my God, we went 40 minutes just in the thread. All right, our first one is boyfriend on Grindr after I had his baby meeting hookers. Wait, what? Wait, what? Okay, let's just jump right into it. God damn. Me and my boyfriend have been together for a year and 2 months and have a baby. Things were absolutely perfect in my head for 2 months, 2 weeks postpartum. I find that he has begun searching up trans escorts and escorts in general. All right, kind of crazy. Also looking at messages parlors, or massage parlors, massage parlors. He installed Grindr. Okay. 2, and when I spoke to him, he was adamant that it was just something he does when he's on coke and that he is not attracted to men.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God, stop fucking lying.
Okay, it's bad enough homeboy was looking up escorts, he was looking up chicks with dicks and massage parlors. Okay, it was bad enough. That was bad enough. Now you're telling me old boy is just like your man that you had a baby with is over here snorting the booger sugar, and you had a baby with this dude? Just the booger sugar alone is like, girl, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? He's already a piece of shit. We've established that. You know what I mean? He's a piece of shit. Like, I ain't gonna get on him that hard because he's a piece of shit and he knows it. But you're not a piece of shit. You're just tolerating this dude. Like, you're letting this guy have sex with you? I guarantee you dude was over there just like, oh, let's have sex, babe. And you're just like, yeah, let's do it. Unprotected, mind you. What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? I'd love to wring her neck and be like, bitch, what are you doing? Nobody in her family, nobody in her friends, nobody that she knew. Like, he must have ostracized her from her family and friends. I guarantee that's what happened. He ostracized her from her family and friends, put her in a vulnerable position to where she felt like the only person I have in this life is him. I guarantee you that's what happened. Guarantee you that's what happened. He put her in such a position where she felt like all I have in this world is him, and that's it. I don't have anybody else, and I need him. And so, you know, he was over there snorting the booger sugar and fucking, oh yeah, babe, let's have sex. Oh, let's do it. Yeah. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. Woo! Jesus Christ, man. Okay. I also found 60 blocked numbers in his phone, which were escorts. When I found out, I started taking ketamine to ease the pain. Okay, you're a drug dealer too. All right, you're a drug user as well. Of the fact that my perfect family will not work out. What did... Oh my God. Oh my God. I was going through postpartum depression so badly. First time mom. I thought he was my everything, and he did that. I want to go on for my daughter, but I don't know what to do anymore. He's working away soon again, and I do not trust him one bit. Have I done something wrong for him to act this way? I don't understand. I thought our relationship was perfect. He said he was letting his friends use his phone, so his girlfriend didn't find out. Look, bro, I'm going to be 100% honest with you, okay? And I'm not going to be kind about this at all, because I don't think you need kindness at all. I think you need a fucking wake-up call, like, really seriously. I was right. He ostracized you from your friends and your family, and I guarantee you he did. All right, because you sat there and you thought a guy like this was going to be part of a perfect family. You thought a guy like this was going to give you the white picket fence and the happy life that you wanted. No, he was always like this. He was always a dude who was gay on Grindr, looking up chicks with dicks, messing around with escorts, as well as going to massage parlors and doing the booger sugar. You know what I mean? You doing the ketamine goes and tells me that you're a druggie alongside him. And that's the whole reason why you sat there and thought this guy was so fucking perfect, because I guarantee you were as high as a kite fucking with him. And you had the booger sugar glasses on, thinking, oh my God, he's the perfect guy ever, and he's just so amazing, and he's all I have in my life. So of course I'm gonna give him a baby, because if I give him a baby, it's only gonna keep him around, and you know, he's just gonna love me more, and then he's gonna love our child, and it's gonna be fantastic. No, all that was drugs talking to you, and that was just a hyperactive dream that you will never have. And I'm being dead serious with you. You need to get some goddamn help, and then you need to focus on getting the fuck away from him, getting help, and taking care of your daughter, bro. Because this is only going to end bad. Your child is possibly going to get taken away from CPS, and it's just going to be an all-around bad shit show for you. It really is. I'm sorry to say it, but I'm going to be real and hundo P with you. I am not going to sugarcoat any of this for you. Sorry to say it. I am not going to sugarcoat a goddamn thing for you, because I know your life looks exactly like that. You got with this dude. Everybody told you that this dude was not good. You're like, oh no, you don't know what he's like, and he's a sweet dude, and he's this and that, and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, what do you mean? What do you mean, Susie? He's a fucking druggie. You know what I mean? He's doing this and he's dragging you into it. Like, what are you doing? And you're like, oh, you don't understand. And, oh, he's a great guy, and you're just hating, and you're just being mean for no reason, and blah, blah. So you let him ostracize you from your family and people who care about you. Your friends and coworkers and shit like that were probably just like, why are you with a guy like that? Like, you deserve better. You should be with a guy who isn't doing all that stuff. You should, because he's always been this way. Everybody saw it. You were the only one that was coked up and didn't see it. because you sat there and you were in your drug-induced coma thinking, oh my God, he's the perfect man for me and he's going to give me everything that I want. And you know what? If I give him a baby, he's going to love me even more. It's going to be fantastic. And guess what happened? Now you're in a shit show where you got a guy who is looking at chicks with dicks. You're over here, got a dude who's out here in Grindr. You got a dude who does coke, and you got a dude who is messing with escorts and going to massage parlors. Like, come on, man. I don't feel any remorse for you. I don't feel any sympathy for you. I don't feel shit for you. Why? Because you made these choices. And your family and your friends told you not to be in this position. They told you not to be with this guy. But you sat there and you thought you knew better. You sat there and thought that, he was this great guy and he was this and that. And in reality, he isn't. And now you're in the situation that you're in. And what you need to do is you need to get some help. And then you need to focus on taking your daughter out of there and taking care of her. And if you don't want to do that, well, I don't know what to say. You know what I mean? I don't know what to say. Yeah, I really don't. So you let me know what you think about it in the comments, because that's crazy work, bro. That is crazy work, dude. All right, on to our next one. Finding a real connection is hard when most people just want to hook up. Question. It's tiring and takes up so much of your time to go on dates. I really enjoy meeting and connecting with new people. It's fun. I'm excited to learn more about them, but then they immediately objectify you, say how good you look, and immediately ask if they can hold your hand. No, they barely know me. Why would I want to hold a stranger's hand? Maybe I'm a romantic, but holding hands feels like an intimacy milestone? I don't think so, but okay. Where you build up tension and suddenly you touch their hands and they hold yours and it's really fucking cute. And they asked if they can kiss you right after I said no to holding hands, and instantly all the attraction I had felt, the excitement from wanting to learn about them are gone. All of it. I can't even be close to them anymore, and they give you low-key creepy vibes. Or am I just reading into this too much? When I was in my 20s, I went along with what they wanted and drank to lower my inhibitions. It led to a lot of situations where I wasn't ready for kisses and hookups. I'm 33 now, and I can hold my ground. I'm confident and don't care to people please. I know what's compatible and what's not, and honestly, it's made me go through dates fast. Are men only looking for casual? No, you are absolutely retarded. You are the dumbest woman on goddamn planet Earth, bro. And this is why. This is why she has this viewpoint. Because she dated men that put her in situations where she said that she had to drink to lower her inhibitions. If you are in a situation with a guy that you're seeing or talking to, and the way to get through this, or to feel comfortable in this situation or relationship or whatever, is to be drunk or to be inebriated or to be high or to whatever, you already are in a situation where this relationship is not going to work out whatsoever. This is a casual fuck buddy hookup situation. And you are sitting there thinking, oh, these guys, they want a relationship with me. Oh, these guys, they want to be with me. No, in your 20s, you were dealing with guys that just wanted to have fun with you and be done with you. That's what you were doing in your 20s. And now you have such a fucked up mindset where you're in your 30s and you think holding hands is a intimacy marker. When in reality, holding hands on a first date should be viewed as like, that is the cute thing. That is something that builds that further attention. Where you guys meet on the first date, you have good conversation, and then, they hold hands and you're thinking, oh my God, wow, ooh, we had a great conversation. We're holding hands now. Like, I wonder what's next. Like, okay. And then you guys get further, you have more conversation, maybe a little shoulder touch, maybe a little, small of the back touch. It moves and it progresses, and then it climaxes with that kiss, and it feels like, oh my God, This is what I was talking about. But you have such a fucked up mindset because you let dudes use you in your 20s. You let them get you drunk. You let them fuck you whenever. You let them be in these situationships that meant nothing to them and it meant everything to you because of the shitty dudes that you chose to be with. You chose dudes that decided, oh, I just want to use her and abuse her and it is what it is. I ain't trying to be with her, you know? And so you think that that's all men want to do. They want to objectify you. They want to just sit there and use you and this and that. No, you chose the guys that wanted to do that. You chose the guys that you felt like you had to be high around, that you had to be drunk around, that you had to be this party girl persona around. You chose those guys. And now, like I said, those guys are gonna objectify you. They are gonna look at you as sex objects because they look at it like, yeah, bro, this is what it's always been. You know what I mean? Like, what, you thought we were good dudes? You thought we were dudes that wanted a relationship out of you? Pfft, nah, man. We trying to clap cheeks. And your dumbass just doesn't know that. Why? Because they were the party guy. They were the life of the party guy. They were the guy who goes to the bar all the time. They were the guy that all the dudes want to hang out with. And yeah, all that dude's a party animal and all that. Yeah, you want to be the guy that, you know, is the life of the party. And oh, he's always inviting you out and doing stuff like that. Da, da, da. Now that your life is slowed down, you for some reason think something as small as a hand touch is like, oh my God, he wants to hold my hand? That means he's objectifying me. In what world? In what world? But I know why you look at it this way. You look at it that way because you let men use you in your 20s. And now you're in your 30s and you feel like a guy wanting to hold your hand is him objectifying you and being, you know what I mean? Or that means that all he wants out of you is sex. No. I would argue you're probably picking better guys now, but I think your mindset is holding you back from the great guys that you're choosing. You know what I mean? And that's why I say your mindset is so fucked up. It is so fucked up. You are in no way, shape, or form right about this at all. Woo. Woo. All right. Bless me. But yes, that's what I truly feel that way. I truly feel it's a thing where in your 20s, you let these guys use you. You let these piece of shit guys warp your thought process, and now it puts you in a mindset where you think holding hands means I want a situationship with you, or any physical touch means that you're being objectified. When in reality, that's just not what it is. All right, but you guys let me know what you think about that in the comments. We'll get into our last scenario for today's show. Oh my goodness. All right, our next one is I'm getting soft ghosted. I need help. I don't know if soft ghosted is a term, but well, it's fitting. This guy and I have been dating for 5 months, and it's now impossible to have a conversation with him. He'll send a message, then disappear for hours, again and again. My questions are ignored, just small talk, one message at a time, then 10 hours in between. I tell him explicitly I'd like to talk. One full day after, he says hi. I say, can you make sure you have time to talk? Hours later, he says he's ready. I say, great, no answer until the next day. Sorry, I fell asleep on the couch. Okay, when will you be available? Crickets. It's been weeks of surface level snail talk. I get it. We're never going to talk. I'll never hear his side. I'll never get answers to my question because he won't say anything useful anymore until I do the dirty work myself and break up with him. When do I do it? He's not getting a goodbye message or anything, just a block. This sucks. I have anxiety, and this waiting makes me feel crazy. He knows that too. It's taking everything in me to rein myself in and calm and not blow up his phone. Thankfully, I was waiting until I felt strong enough for a once and for all breakup, and I feel like that time is coming soon. Look, I get it. You want to sit there and be like, woe is me. But the thing is, and I use this analogy all the time. I use it all the time. I use it on Sunday's show. What women don't realize is they, for some reason, don't know how to run the relay race. And what I mean by the relay race analogy is, I am going to start the race. I, as the man, will pursue you. I will, want to get to know you, take you out on dates, pay for the date, make you feel safe, make you feel comfortable, have good conversations with you, this, and that. Now we've gotten to a point where, we're 5 months in. I want to see that reciprocalness out of you. I want to see you coming in and being useful in my life and making me feel like you actually care about me, that you're actually putting in effort. And you're doing that, You're showing up, you're showing out, because I ran my leg of the race. I hand you the baton and I'm like, okay, show me that reciprocalness. Because a lot of women think, but I text you all day. But I make myself available to you all day. They think that's enough. And it's like, no, that's the bare minimum. That's the bare minimum, girl. We've been doing text and talking since we met. That is nothing of you going out of your way. That is nothing of you. Now, if you were just like, hey, I got this thing for you. I noticed that you like this thing and you were running out of it. Or, hey, I happen... I was thinking, you and we can go to this place. I know you mentioned this, blah, blah, blah. Hey, I went ahead and thought about, you said that you needed this, blah, blah, blah. Like, what if I help you out with it? Or, you just find ways to be useful for him. You find ways to kind of, make his life a little easier. You do acts of service. You find ways to just do these things. Because what a guy is going to see is he's going to be like, whoa, oh my God. She's doing things in my life that make me feel like I can't be 110% without her. You know what I mean? Because when I wake up or when I have things done or, there's certain things that she does where it's just like, I don't even have to think about it. She's just like, I see the gaps and I'm just going to fill them in. You know what I mean? And I like that. And that is you running your leg of the race. And then you hand him the baton back, because now we're at a point where, okay, now that I see that reciprocalness, I see that you're willing to kind of go out of your way to do acts of service, to do nice things for me, to think about me, you're willing to do these things. It allows me to now take that baton back and be like, all right, this is the one. Okay, cool. I have no problem, setting up some more dates, setting up more extravagant dates, spending more money, doing special things, doing more things for you, because now we're getting into that. It's almost a year that we've been dating. You know what I mean? It's getting into anniversaries. It's getting into Christmas and birthdays and Valentine's Day and all that kind of stuff. Guys kind of evaluate that stuff. We look at it like, bro, when we see a girl that we're interested in and that we chase and say we get her, if we look at it like, okay, if she's willing to give that reciprocalness back to me, oh, bro, in my mind as a man, I feel she's worth that. She's worth getting gifts on Christmas. She's worth getting gifts and doing extravagant things for our anniversary. She's worth, hanging out with her family and all that stuff on Christmas. She's worth the Valentine's Day gifts and doing extravagant things just for the hell of it, getting her flowers every day just because she says so. Like, when you're that type of girl, you will then bring that type of side out in your man. But if you're not that type of girl, then you're going to be sitting there and being like, why doesn't my guy give me flowers? Why doesn't my guy do things for me? Why doesn't my guy want to do this? Why doesn't he want to do that? Well, because you're not showing any reciprocalness. You know what I mean? And the guys see that. See, the thing is guys are not going to break up with it because, for one, guys are kind of pussyfoots when it comes to breaking up with girls. Let's be 1000%. They are extremely pussyfoots when it comes around to it. It's just like, bro, if you don't want to be with her anymore, just fucking break up with her. I don't know why you're sitting around playing with this girl's time. Two, they look at it like you guys have probably already had sex, and he thinks like, I can just keep having sex with her and it is what it is. Those are usually the two reasons why the guys won't break up with you. But if you ladies know that a guy is kind of pulling away and all that kind of stuff, if you really like the guy, start thinking about things maybe, that you haven't done for him. Maybe start to think about things that, help him in a way. You know what I mean? Start thinking of acts of service that you could probably show him. Now, if it gets to a far enough point like her, you know what I mean? Her relationship is cooked. Her relationship is cooked. Okay. But I look at it like, if you're not that far, you're not as far as she is, where it's to a point where it's obvious homeboy just doesn't want anything to do with her anymore. But if you start to notice the dude kind of pulling away a little bit, I guarantee you, watch, start doing some acts of service, start doing things for him, fill in the gaps, kind of really pay attention to things that he needs. And again, you don't have to spend money. You don't have to do all this kind of stuff. It's just little things. It's just little tiny things that he may need help with, little tiny things. You support him or you're there. Oh, I noticed you were working, babe. I decided you had some stuff in the kitchen. I went ahead and made you some noodles. I made you, you know what I mean? I made you a sandwich. Like, dudes are easy. You don't have to make this 4-course ass fucking meal. You can make a sandwich and throw some chips on that bitch and give it to him while he's at his desk working, and he's gonna be like, oh shit, thanks babe, I appreciate that. And you're just like, yeah, no problem. Like, if you need anything, babe, just let me know, okay? You know what I mean? You give him a good little kiss on the cheek, you give him a smooch on the lips, and for him, he's just like, wow, okay, all right, okay. Because the thing is when guys get into relationships with girls, not many girls do that. You're going to stand out thousands of miles from other girls just making him a sandwich and bringing it to his desk and being like, anything you need, you let me know. Just doing that alone will put you miles ahead of any other girl that he's ever been with, that he's ever liked, ever talked to, any of that. Because guys, we don't get that. We don't get that because girls sit there and they think, oh, why would I do that for a man? Why would I do that? Oh, that's doing too much. Or, oh, that's this and that. That's a pick me, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, bro, all right, then don't, then don't get the guy. You know what I mean? Have him soft ghost you. That's what it really comes down to. And a lot of women, they don't want to run their leg of the relay. And I'm telling you, it's like, if you're a woman that is going to run your leg of the relay, guarantee you'll start to see a better side out of your guy on the end of it. Because he's going to look at it like, yeah, this is the one. This is the girl. Guarantee you're at your desk. You bring that nigga a sandwich, and you can make him just a simple. You can do a little like turkey, ham, cheese. If he likes ketchup, do ketchup. If he likes mustard, do mustard. If he likes mayo, do mayo. Slap that bitch in there. Get a bag of chips. Open that motherfucker and toss it on the side. Give it to him. Hey, babe, if you need anything, let me know. You know what I mean? And you leave him alone. And I guarantee he's going to be like, nigga, that is the one. I'm just saying. So, I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about it in the comments, as well as everything we've gone over today. Thank you guys so much for being here on the Tuesday episode. Again, Thursday, we're going to be doing Haunting the Hunters. So definitely be there or be square, all right? Yeah, that'll be it. So I love you guys. Appreciate you all. I'll see you on Thursday. Peace.